I'm joined by MLA David Hansen from the Lakeland region. We're just coming out of watching a movie that was produced and directed by people from the Cold Lake area, made by people from the Cold Lake area. That must have made you pretty proud to experience that as a member of the region.
As a matter of fact, you forgot to say filmed in the Cold Lake area too, which is a perfect setting for a movie. You know, there's a lot to see around Cold Lake, and the movie showed that, with the jets flying over and the museum up at the top here. It's a great spot, and the marina as well.
And obviously you can see the impact that a lot of the people who are from the region made in terms of the fire department helping with some of the road shots, the night shoots. Obviously a lot of local people filling in as roles as actors.
I think it was a real community event, and it showed, and there's a lot of pride in the folks that were here tonight watching it. And the movie brought back a lot of, kind of hit home for me. I lost my dad to dementia related, so some of the moments in the movie were they really hit home. So.
I can certainly imagine then. Are you positive about what this might mean for the region? Because I know Chris has talked about he'd love to see more productions happen in the region, because the area is beautiful, the people work hard and can put that stuff together, but there's lots of opportunity there. Do you think that's something that could help change the local economy, particularly since we're still sort of in an extended recession of sorts?
Yeah, you know what? I think everything that we can do to diversify up here would help, and I think this movie is going to go a long way to showing folks that there's a lot to see up here. As he mentioned, there's a lot of movies being filmed down in Calgary area and out in the mountains and the foothills, but we have a lot to offer up here as well. And Alberta is a great place to film, and we're really supportive of our film industry in our caucus.
Now, speaking of the economy, obviously it's been a busy year for every MLA basically within the surrounding couple of 100 kilometers.
Yeah.
What's been the biggest challenge for you sort of late in the summer now heading into the Christmas season?
Well, you know what? 2019's been a pretty rough year for local business. I've worked up in this area for most of my life, so I know a lot of folks that have lost their business, lost their homes. We're hoping that things pick up, and I think we can see some hope on the horizon, and we are experiencing a lot more optimism in the last 6 months.
I talked with MLA Garth Rosewell down from Lloydminster, and he has said that, despite how busy it has been for people like Rosemary Falk during this election cycle, he actually had been busy not worrying about the election. He's actually gotten to focus on the issues. Has that been the same for you? You've been able to sort of avoid some of the noise and actually get focused on things that people, the daily concerns of your constituents, I guess?
Yeah, I serve a huge area. We, Bonnyville, Cold Lake, St. Paul, including Glendon and Elk Point as well. So there's a lot of people, a lot of seniors around, and a lot of people have their own special issues. That my office is very busy. My office staff says it's the busiest she's ever seen it in the last 6 months. So.
And what has made it particularly busy? Is there any one particular issue, or is there a couple of other issues that have kind of compounded together?
Well, interestingly enough, over the summer, people kind of take a step back, but I think as we get into the fall here, and we're kind of just into our first real session, fall session here, so I'm sure that it's going to pick up and get busier.
And is there anything that you're particularly focused on heading into January, February?
Well, I work on a lot of different committees, and one of them is fisheries and the energy, and we're focused on hopefully picking things up in the energy industry and trying to get some changes to the fisheries, which is, if you talk to anybody around here, they'll tell you, especially the seniors, right? So we have a great area. It's a great fisheries area. We look at the film industry up here, and increasing the tourism would be a big boon to the area as well.
I'm certain it would. Thank you again for doing this today.
Hey, no problem at all. Thanks for coming up.
Awesome.